Join me as I take on the challenge of sharing my personal journey of faith, showing you how Jesus really is my rock when everything around me feels like sinking sand. Life can be really tough, and I'm sure many of you can relate to feeling like you're standing on shaky ground. We all face challenges that make us wonder how we'll make it through. For me, Jesus has been that solid ground, my rock, my shelter from the storm. There are times when loss, anxiety, or uncertainty feel like they're suffocating us. It's like being in a storm with no clear direction, no clear end in sight. These struggles can make us question everything, including our faith. I think it's essential to acknowledge these feelings, to admit that they're real and that it's okay to not have all the answers. These overwhelming moments can come in many forms: the loss of a loved one, a health scare, financial struggles, or relationship issues. It's in these moments that we're forced to confront our limitations. We can't control everything, and sometimes life gets really messy. Anxiety and fear can be crippling, making it hard to take even the smallest step forward. Uncertainty about the future can leave us feeling stuck, like we're drowning in a sea of unknowns. It's in these moments that we need something or someone to cling to. We've all been there, at a place where we feel like we're drowning, like the ground beneath us is giving way. For me, that's where Jesus comes in. He's the one who's helped me navigate those dark waters, who's shown me that there's a way forward, even when I couldn't see it. I recall a particularly tough time when I felt like I was losing my footing. I was dealing with a lot of stress and uncertainty about my future. It was like being in a storm with no clear direction. But in the midst of that chaos, I turned to Jesus, and his peace calmed the storm. That pivotal moment changed everything for me. It was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I realized that I wasn't alone, that Jesus was with me, holding me up. That's a truth that has stayed with me ever since. There have been countless others who've experienced similar transformations through their faith in Jesus. Stories of people finding hope in the midst of despair, of marriages being healed, of people overcoming addiction. These stories are a testament to the power of faith. One of the most significant lessons I've learned is that faith isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting in something greater than ourselves. When we choose to put our trust in Jesus, we find a strength that we never knew we had. In wrapping up, I want to emphasize that Jesus can be our rock, our solid foundation, when everything else feels like it's crumbling. He can give us the strength to face whatever life throws our way. If you've been encouraged by my story, I'd love to hear about your own experiences in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out my other video on finding hope in difficult times. I think you'll really enjoy it. Join me as I take on the challenge of sharing my personal journey of faith. As we come to the end of this video, I want to leave you with a thought. Imagine being at the beach, watching the tides rise and fall. Just like those waves, life has its ebbs and flows. But remember, just as the ocean has a limit beyond which it cannot go, so too do our challenges. There's always a point where calm returns, where tranquility finds us once more. Even when life feels overwhelming, we can find peace and joy in the little moments, in the simple assurance that we are held by a greater force, one that loves us unconditionally.